Hi everyone, welcome to Straight from the Divine Tarot. We are Thursday, November 27th, 2025, and I'm here to do a general collective reading. It is a timeless read. I don't use the signs nor the genders because it's all energy anyway, so you're free to switch the genders and the roles if you need to. Please use your higher wisdom and discernment always while you're listening to general collective readings, okay? They're not personalized readings, so only take what applies in your situation and nothing more. Please don't try to make things fit if it doesn't. It's not advisable. I love you so very much. Thank you for joining me. You guys are wonderful. Hopefully you're having a beautiful day. I'm still waiting for the snow. They were calling for snow today. Earlier it was sunny, so I don't know. I didn't go out for that very reason, but it was sunny earlier. Now it's really getting dark, so I would imagine the snow squalls are starting. Hopefully you have good weather where you are, wherever you are in this big, big world. Hopefully you're in the south, the tropics. Anyways, thank you for joining me. I'm truly grateful to each and every one of you. Let's see where we're going to go with this read, shall we? Spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors, the highest white light. What's the message for the collective at this hour? What would you like to discuss with them? No, put it back. Okay. Just one. What's the message, please? Thank you. So we have compass. You could be traveling or searching, planning a trip. Oh, by the way, before I start, all last night I kept hearing this one word. It means nothing to me, but it might mean something to you. It's Pine Gap. Is it? Yeah, I wrote it down. Pine Gap. So if that means anything to you, this might have something to do with you. This could also be a moral compass. It's the overarching energy. She does have like a cross here. This could be you or someone else. Okay, remember that. It's the overarching energy. Bottom of the deck, we have absence. Somebody's searching for you. Maybe you're leaving, or you're searching for somebody else, or searching. Maybe you're leaving somewhere. Absence. Makes the heart grow fonder. That's the underlying energy. Okay. Oh, that's pretty deep. So maybe somebody left your life. It could be got up and left and moved, and or somebody left this realm. And I'm sorry if that's the case. And you feel lost. You don't know what to do with yourself. You don't know where to live. Maybe that one person or that one situation's what kept you where you live. It could be a job that left as well. You have to leave a job, I should say. Now you feel completely lost. Maybe you're in a city or in a place, a town where you live, where you don't have any affiliations, any relations. Maybe you're the type of person that hasn't got a very big family, and it seems to be more and more like that nowadays. I get you. I totally hear you if that's your story. Where do I go? Who's gonna, who's for me? I get you. Yeah, somebody's playing. Maybe it's time to play. I don't know. Playful service, or somebody's play acting as if they're in service to God, or a humanitarian of some sort. It could be a vet, could be a doctor, could be a nurse, anybody in the medical field, or a healer of any kind. Yeah, something to do with appearance. Yet again, absence and appearance. Somebody's going to show up all of a sudden. Forgiveness and faith. Here and now. Prophecy. Love. And you're going to find your tribe. There we go. You could be a teacher of some sort, or somebody else's that you're going to be dealing with, okay? So, oh boy. Really? More and more people nowadays are searching outside themselves for answers, for direction, for safety, for savior, for looking for God outside themselves, finally. Or inside, I should say. It's inside us, really. That's how we find God, is to go within. Maybe all your life you were some sort of teacher, guide, spiritual guide, somebody, and you felt like you were just playing at this because you weren't getting anywhere. Maybe you weren't finding that passion any longer. You're supposed to be a humanitarian, maybe getting into humanitarian work, I don't know. But somebody, or you have to make an appearance. This is forgive and forget, forgiveness and faith. You lost your faith, maybe? Self-love starts with that, okay? To find your faith, to find God, it's self-love, because God is love. There's a prophecy here. Maybe you're listening to, well, obviously you're here listening to me, but there's tarot involved. You're going to find your soul tribe. You could be a teacher or a guide, or a healer of some kind. Or you're listening to a teacher, a guide, or a healer of some kind. But you're coming into your soul tribe. This is what you've been missing all along. Where to anchor. Am I making, I know I'm all over the place. I apologize. It's just, it is what it is. I can't do anything about it. You're looking for a place to anchor. You're looking for your faith. Is God real? Is this real? Where do we go when we leave this realm? Maybe you did lose somebody close to you and it shattered or it shook you. Obviously, it's going to shake you. But what I mean is your faith, what you thought of at one point. It made you question it. I can relate to that. But while you're searching and while you're, I don't know, maybe you doubted, but I'm not picking up doubt. I'm just picking up searching. Is it true? I'm lost, blah, blah, blah. The more you want to delve into it, the more you will find yourself. You will find him. Okay? It's almost like you have to dive deep. It's like a swimming pool. You need something at the bottom of that pool in the deep end. You got to dive deep. So we have compass. Where are we going with that, please? Trash. Throwing away, getting rid of, and tossing out. So maybe you're cleaning out your closet, so to speak, your life. What doesn't apply, what doesn't serve you, what isn't of God. Yeah, you're tired of the drama, tired of the same old rigmarole. I heard that, rigmarole. Okay. So you could be in your feelings, or other people are in their feelings because you're just closing doors. You're closing, you're ending that part of your life, whatever this is. Okay? Yeah, people are going to get upset. You're changed. What's happened to you? Blah, blah, blah. You must be crazy. You know, and they come up with all kinds of scenarios and ideas as to why you're changing your mind and why you're closing them out of your life. You're not crazy. A lot of the times when you're searching for God, you might feel like you're going crazy, but you're not crazy. It's almost like a whole door of emotions opens up within you, and you don't know. You don't know what the hell's going on with yourself. You're getting inundated with feelings. It's almost like, I don't know how to explain it. Breadcrumbs, but the real breadcrumbs are there. They're good, tasty breadcrumbs, but with everything else, there's other breadcrumbs that are not real bread. You know what I'm saying? You got to weed through the real ones. Hang on to the real ones. Compass and trash. So throw away that what doesn't serve you. One day, someday, somewhere, another time. So you were putting this off, and the time is now. Yeah, depth. What I tell you, it's very deep. Awareness, importance, and value. You're finding your value. You're finding your importance and what you're here to do. Congratulations. You could be a divine masculine, male or female. That is a doer. This is somebody that does things. They don't just talk about it. They don't sit there and wait for things to happen. They get up off their ass and they do. Okay? So now you're taking action. Congratulations. This is somebody with authority and power. Spiritual as well as in the 3D or both. You're making the right decisions here. If you're doubting, you are making the right decisions. There's a lot of hope here. Congratulations. Expecting, faith, manifesting. What I tell you. So you have to withdraw from situations and people that no longer won't facilitate where you're going and what you're meant to do. Okay? Single, lonely, solitary. It is a solitary life, especially if you go into service to God. I'm going to tell you up front, it's very lonely. Depending on what you do, though, and depending how deep you dive, I should say. Because not everybody's going to get you. You have to find your soul tribe. It'll give you even more reason to find your soul tribe, because everyday normal people, I'm going to say that, don't get it. They don't get it, okay? And they don't have to. It's all in everybody's own timing, okay? You can't blame anybody for not understanding. It's just not yet their time, okay? Your time is now. Just think, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, whomever was going through what you were going through at this moment, you didn't get them at that time, did you? Right? You could have thought, oh, that person's weird. Oh, you know what I mean? I don't know what's going on with them. What's stagnant, stuck, dead, and frozen. So that's how you're feeling right now. I wasn't supposed to be in this deck. So we have compass, trash, and one day. That day's here. Make it rain. Manifesting abundance. Legal matters in your favor. Unexpected money. Promotion. Entrepreneur. So you're going to be going off on your own as an entrepreneur. Money's coming towards you. Is there legal matters in your favor? Congratulations. It could be one, some, and or all of these. So take only what applies in your storyline. But whatever this money, unexpected money is going to facilitate or help you to move forward in your plans. Okay? You're going to be in the spotlight, or maybe you already are in the limelight. There's an audience here. Someone might accuse you of being self-absorbed because you're not wanting to open up to others anymore. And I'm not picking that up at all. Something to do with a pop-up store or surprise visit, reaching out in person. You're contemplating. This could be you or somebody else. Contemplating unsure choices and decisions. Okay. Yes or no. Should I? Shouldn't I? Turn to God. He knows. He knows you better than you know yourself. Okay. That's the way I see it. Where are we going with this, please? Compass, trash, one day, and make it rain. Maybe you've manifested this amount of money, a large amount of money all at once. And it proves to you God is here listening to you. Maybe it was something so left field that normally people would say, no, that would never happen, but it's happened. Not that God has to prove to us he's real and he hears us. Can we speak today? He does not have to prove anything to us. Okay, we have a lot to prove to him, but he will show you. You just have to knock and the door shall open, ask and he will answer one way or another, but be prepared for the answers. Okay, some people don't like the answers. Where are we going with this, please? Wish fulfillment. Nine of Cups. Whatever this is fulfillment. Of dreams, wishes, healing. Where are we going with this, please? Thank you. Holding back. Someone's either holding you back or you're holding yourself back. Putting in the motions. Unable to move forward just yet, holding back. Somebody's angry. Could be you or something, or somebody else. Somebody was just going along with the, I don't know, pretending, not pretending, or it felt like you were pretending. I don't know where that's going. There's something about holding back, and somebody could be stealing your work ideas or your achievements, by the way, your successes. They don't want you to be successful. Yeah, you're working hard. This is victory. You're balanced here. So I just heard coming to fruition when I saw this card. So whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, it's here. It's on its way or it's here. This is beautiful. This is balance. This is healing. You are a healer. The angels are working alongside with you. You're giving yourself enough love here. You're manifesting for sure. This is alchemizing and transmuting as well. You're working hard. Like I said, Eight of Pentacles, this is success, putting in the effort. This is also discipline. You kept yourself in balance. You've disciplined. You worked on yourself. You mastered your emotions. You mastered whatever craft you do. This is success, putting in the work, very diligent, hardworking. Congratulations. And this is all because of a betrayal. So this is what kickstarted your healing journey. Somebody betrayed you. And that's usually what happens with a lot of people in this situation. They were betrayed. They were heartbroken. You know, they suffered some kind of trauma. That's usually what kickstarts their awakening. Temperance in the upright. The angels are working hard beside you. That could be it too. You could be an earth angel. That's too many, Spirit. Temperance in the upright. Eight of Pentacles in the upright. Where are we going with this, please, for the collective? Oh, jeez. Yeah, keeping things in balance, okay? This is being in alignment. You are in alignment. You worked hard for this. This is now time. Timing's now. Making a head-over-heart decision. You weighed some options here. You're able to manage whatever this is. You're breaking a contract. You're not working with others any longer. Maybe you were working alongside others and it was just a shit show. I just heard you're better off working on your own. Somebody was stealing your ideas, your energy, your creations and using it for themselves. So you're going it alone. So wherever you were, it wasn't good. Broken contracts or ending a third-party situation and or not getting along with others. Others were stealing from you. So you're better off going on your own. You're taking a leap of faith. Congratulations. Yeah. And you ended a cycle to begin a new one. Congratulations. You could be moving and or traveling. This is victory. This is protection as well. You're sealed within this laurel wreath, top and bottom, right? And overlooked by the angels and your ancestors. It's exciting. Something new and exciting. You could be online as well. See which way it goes. People are trying to stop you. Or you did this all without speaking to anybody. You just did it and it's going to blow people's minds. Well, you know, it's your life. You don't have to run it past anybody. Okay, before you do something with your life. Obviously, if you have a partner, if you have children and it's going to affect them, yeah, you're going to have to run it past them. But I'm saying just anybody, you know, like a friend or acquaintance or even workmates, you know, that you tell your boss you're going, but as for your workmates, you don't have to explain anything to anybody. You know what I'm saying? This is your life. Yeah, you're tired of fighting. Unblocking. Somebody's feeling overwhelmed, defeated. Somebody didn't stand up or protect you. You're not fighting. You're not competing with others because you're a star. They can't block you any longer. This is wish fulfillment. Whoever this is, if you're dealing with anybody that is trying to overtly try to block your wish fulfillment and your healing, it's not going to happen anymore. At one point, you might have felt overwhelmed, defeated, but this is healing. This is balance. Wish fulfillment, divine intervention. I think you were struggling with yourself, with your belief system maybe at one point. But now everything's balancing out. You could be a leader, male or female, place the genders where it belongs. You could be a professional of sorts, a speaker of sorts, somebody with authority. And now you're able to speak with authority, or this is an Archangel Michael or somebody else, male or female. Somebody with authority is speaking the truth here, taking action. This is very astute, very discerning, very intelligent, learned. You're at peace. Speak your truth. You're at peace. Cutting people out. People didn't see this happening. They didn't see this coming. Somebody's acting like a victim. Your words cut. Well, yeah, the truth does cut. Okay, I'm going to tell you the truth. The truth hurts, especially when people don't want to hear the truth. Especially when they're still busy trying to hide the truth. The truth will fucking hurt. But I think you're not speaking the truth to hurt others. You're speaking the truth to free yourself and free others, if anything, to heal. Yeah, to heal people that are sick. Scared. They don't want to heal. Denied healing, denied. Somebody's scared. Okay, this could be a male or female, like I said. This is something that's really emotionally manipulative. They make you feel guilty, okay, for wanting to do stuff for yourself and not for them. They're very greedy and selfish. They're very needy. They're codependent and clingy. Greedy, selfish, self-absorbed, superficial. They're emotionally manipulative. They blackmail you emotionally. They have hidden addictions. This is somebody that doesn't want to heal. Very neglectful, not kind, nurturing, or sweet. And they don't care who they hurt. You've assessed the situation, or somebody else did, or there's going to be some communication coming through, something new. You took a different approach. A new beginning is happening. This is wish fulfillment, 10 of Cups. Or there could be some communication from a family, a group, and or some sort of community. Somebody's seeing you differently now, or you're seeing yourself differently. Yeah, Emperor. This is divine masculine energy. It could be a father, boss, and or leader, or divine masculine energy, male or female. Okay, this is somebody bossed up. This is good news. And somebody's trying to block you. because they were gaining something off of you. They're quite satisfied in blocking you. They don't want you having a new beginning. That's just too bad, because somebody was profiting off of you. This isn't love where you are. They were just draining you, okay? Abusing you or committing crimes against you. Somebody's got a hot temper. You could have had a hot temper at one point, and God's been able to temper that for you. They don't want you moving on. Somebody's in hot water. They're in trouble. Could have committed some sort of crime. Yeah, they got caught. They can't get away from this. Whoever was doing whatever they were doing here, trying to stop you from moving forward, they can't. They got caught. You caught them out, maybe. Yeah, they might be going to jail, or they're stuck in their head. They wanted to keep you stuck, bound, attached, bindings here. I don't know. This could be an ending, or this is you. You're the Phoenix rising. Ending a cycle to begin a new one. After being betrayed. This could be after being injured, harmed. Somebody wants forgiveness. There's a bunch of people involved. A lot of conflict here. Fighting, jealousy, rivalry, lies, illusions, deception, manipulation, magic even, corruption. There's an investigation. You found something out here. About a pregnancy and or a mother and or a divine feminine energy. So you were I don't know, this divine masculine and divine feminine are getting together, male or female. This is somebody that is very down to earth, unconditional love, a philanthropist, a humanitarian, down to earth. Both of you are very protected, but a divine feminine, male or female, attracts. They don't take action. They don't chase after men or women. They don't chase after money. They attract, okay? They're very creative. They are creators. The divine masculine energy is a doer. This is the creation behind the doer. Do you understand what I'm saying? Or this is you, one person. You mastered your masculine and your feminine energies, and now you're very balanced. But whatever's going on in the background here in your life, you've discovered who you are, discovered who your divine feminine energy counterpart is, or this is somebody that helped you heal, or vice versa. You're helping this person heal. It could be a pregnancy, though. It could be a mother as well. So we'll see which way it goes. It's harvest time. I just heard somebody lost a child, unrequited love. Somebody gave out some false misleading information, not going back to the past. You didn't get your flowers. So somebody didn't get their flowers. This is being exposed. This could be a family member, or somebody that you had a past life soul tie with is being exposed. Somebody's on the down low. Unrequited love, if it was a relationship, you or them. This is not a victory for somebody. Somebody was committing a crime. It was a divorce or separation. It could be a warlock or some sort of corruption. I'm sorry, it's all over the place. False contract. Somebody doesn't have any faith. Don't believe in traditional relationships. Could be a platform somebody's going to lose. They don't want you to succeed on your platform if you have a platform. They didn't want you having your flowers. Somebody's finding this out and coming to your rescue. Okay, so this could be you and or somebody else. That's they're online. So it could be a platform online. So one or both of you are being restricted and being stolen from online. It could be an investigation. That's the truth. Spirit says that's the truth. You know the truth. You are speaking the truth. And somebody doesn't want to. They could be stealing your words, stealing your ideas. If that's words and ideas, your intellectual property. That's Archangel Michael's sword cutting through here. Somebody's learned something, they got curious, and they found out. So I'm really picking up divine masculine energy. Has found out that the divine feminine's energy, male or female, place the genders where it belongs, has been stolen from, has been held back and restricted on a platform of some sort. It doesn't have to be a platform. It could be some sort of work, an institution of some sort. This is corruption. This is a warlock dealing. Yeah, somebody's going to lose their business, their stability, or their home, or that somebody wanted to prove that one or the other was unstable. The party's over. Somebody's unburdened, or somebody wants to unburden themselves. This was misappropriation of funds. You get what you give with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. They stole money. This was a lot of money, maybe. Somebody's going to have to leave their occupants. Wow, I haven't heard that word in a long time. Anyways, their home or their business. They're being evicted. You have to relocate. This is the end of the line. They can't go any further. They're going to have to drop this and let this go. Or they want you to let this go. Even though they stole a lot of money and destabilized you, potentially, financially, they want you to let this go. Just look the other way. No, I don't think so. They're worried. They can't eat or sleep. They're burdened. Did they worry about you? No, they didn't. They're worried about their money. They're worried about getting found out. Yeah, they didn't want to let go. It didn't serve. They don't see how this is going to work out in their favor, I just heard. They're blocked. They can't move forward. They're afraid to make a decision. Somebody was jealous. They're mad. They're using magic, possibly. This is somebody that doesn't create. They destroy. And now they're scared. Oh, yeah, they are. They lost the plot, lost control. They're parting ways with their group, cult, coven, secret societies, or third parties. They're not. There's no celebrations here. Somebody's having a hissy fit, an emotional outburst. They're not sorry for what they've done. They were doing some sort of spell work, right? They're digging in their heels. They don't want to move on because this was comfy for them, right? They were happy. They were a gold digger and a clout chaser, male or female, very materialistic, jealous, lazy. That was all about money and opportunists. And that's who was trying to hold you back. So that makes sense. They were holding you back. They took credit for your work ideas and your achievements. They're impersonating you, a high priestess or a high priest. It was all for money. It was all gluttony, I just heard. Corruption. The truth is coming out. The truth will not be denied. They might be getting arrested. This is illumination. This is letting go and letting God and surrendering. You overcame whatever this is. People don't trust this person any longer. They're on their own. This is yeah, they were being supported. They were supporting themselves and others. You know, the others that were in their life were using this person that was stealing from you. They needed this money to keep coming in, to keep these others in their life because they're superficial like that. And since they can't keep them in their life because the money's drying up, they're on their own. Where's their moral compass? If you're in any kind of business, in where you're saying that you're helping others, you're there for, I don't know, representing God, spirituality, religion, humanitarianism, anything like that. And you have the balls to steal from people. You're a false face, a false person. That karma is heavy, okay? Especially when you're in a position where other people are being guided and you're stealing other people's works, people that get downloads right from God, potentially right from the angels, and you're stealing that work. What do you think is going to happen to you? They're not going to be pretty. So absence makes the heart grow fonder. Yeah, they were hiding their face. That's why. Where's their moral compass? Yeah, I don't think so. They wanted you to look, to be forgotten. They wanted to steal your work and hide you. That's what it is. These people are trash. Throwing away, getting rid of, and tossing out. You're tired of the drama, or somebody else is tired of the drama. This is going deep here, okay? Awareness, importance, and value. One day one day we'll stop. The money got too good, though, right? Yeah. Some days, somewhere, another time. Somebody wanted the spotlight. They wanted all eyes on them, audience, because they're self-absorbed, or somebody claimed you were. Make it rain, because you were making it rain for these people, not on purpose. They were stealing from you. They stole too much here. And that's what that's what tipped off whomever's at the top here, authorities or platform. Somebody got tipped off. It could be somebody else in their group. It could be this divine masculine or feminine that sees what's going on and they're putting their foot down. I mean, virtue goes a long way. Divine feminine, divine masculine is virtuous. They would not sit idly by and watch this happen. Okay? They wouldn't. So if you're calling yourself a divine masculine or feminine and you know this is going on and you're not doing anything about it, you're not a divine anything. Do you understand what I'm saying? You're not an earth angel. You're not a chosen one. Do you understand? You don't turn the other way and let it happen. No fucking way. Where are we going with this, please, Spirit? If a higher power is involved, it could be a platform, an institution, a marriage, a commitment, or you're spiritually high ranking, and they don't like it. They don't like it. They're in their feelings. They're neck deep, if not over their head soon in their feelings. 7. because they can't. This is a chariot. They can't move forward here. This is not going anywhere. It's out of control. They can't overcome this. They're not disciplined. They have no structure, discipline, and or direction in life. They don't want to take accountability, and they've been stopped. Yep, karma's here. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Or 10 of Pentacles. Oh, okay. They're going to lose a lot of money. I meant to say the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay. They're losing their stability. It's all coming back on them. There you go. They were trying to hold you from your destiny. Maybe steal your destiny. Your spiritual gifts, whatever this is. It's going to be harsh. It's going to be harsh. Yeah, 27-9. There's an investigation. They effed around and they found out. Could be a couple. That's a 9. That's a hermit. You work alone, I just heard. Okay. So you're not giving out any information to other people. You don't work with other people. If they're saying that they work alongside you, they don't. I don't know what's going on here. It could be anything. Only take what applies, okay? So midnight mirth, sadness, regret, and love. The feminine energy within you needs to be nurtured. There's a feeling of sadness which at times may be overwhelming. This may be due to you feeling unsupported. There you go, unsupported. If you feel you are not part of the crowd, then maybe it's time to seek out new friends. Connect with new groups, discover new places where social connections can be made. There are strong women in your life whom will help to guide you, support, and influence your life. This is the right time to connect with them. You do not have to walk any path alone unless you choose to do so. Wise words are needed to bring sense into a current situation. You may be fearful of speaking out, but holding back will only bring resentment and anger and will prevent you from progressing. Speak the truth. The whole truth and nothing but. Oblivion denied, strength, confidence, and stability. When you recognize that beauty is within, your sense of self-worth becomes more confident and stronger. Through these murky waters, the tree represents strength. The need to hold on to some sort of stability is important now. Maybe because there have been many changes of late. Yeah, people dipping into your money and or your prosperity or your work. If you have been through recent emotional turmoil, then allow yourself to be supported by those who can help you be strong, even if it is just a kind word from someone who cares. The stillness of the water suggests you may be holding in what needs to be said. There you go, it's in keeping. You will find the words to deal with a delicate situation. Trust your intuition, listen to your inner voice, and the right time will become clear to you. And the Ivory Maiden. Obstacles, challenges, feeling unsupported. It is in keeping. So you might be doing your darndest, to get the word out, to help, to do whatever it is that you do as a high priest, high priestess, and or healer or spiritualist. And here's people stealing your work and keeping you small, trying to restrict you. Do you understand? Shadow ban or flag or do magic against you or something. Or word of mouth telling people not to support you. This is God's work. He's working through you. You are the vessel. I don't know what these people think is going to happen to them. Nothing good, I tell you. Okay? You're feeling lost and lacking direction. It may seem that whichever way you turn, there are obstacles blocking your path. Be assured this is just a phase and will pass like everything else. So there you go. There's a feeling of hopelessness as you are only seeing negative outcomes in current situations, but somewhere around you there is a glimpse of light. Oh, yes, there is. There's a lot of light. Don't allow time to pass too quickly before you make an important decision about what to do next, as something has to change and only you can do this. When we are overburdened by life's obstacles, the feeling of being unsupported may be overwhelming, but rest assured, there is a greater universal energy which will help to guide you. All you have to do is ask. And that is true. And God's showing up in multiple, myriad of ways. Because he's beautiful like that. If you feel alone, he'll find a way. I mean, he's God. But he will find a way to get to you, to make you understand it. You're not alone. Either through another person like me talking, telling you you're not alone. Or, he's going to send you multiple signs in each and every day until you get it. Don't despair, okay? Don't despair. These people are going to get theirs. Do not despair. Do not take offense. Not offense, but do not take retaliation. That's what I meant to say. There we go. If you have a question, yes or no, 5. It's change right now. 5 is a number of change. It's also the Hierophant in Tarot. It's a higher power. Changing. At this time, the situation is in a state of flux. Anything can happen. So somebody's showing their cards. So the cards are going to be shown here, okay? 555. That is profound change. This is Pisces. Ooh, spilt milk. Somebody's going to be crying over spilt milk now. Regret. Accidents happen. Don't sweat the small stuff. Mistakes. Leave it in the past. It's over. Cannot be changed. Disappointed. Cleanup time. Let it go. Minor problems. I'm picking up that some people will, if not already, will experience accidents. They're going to lose their livelihood. If they have a channel, a platform, or business, and they're stealing from you, they're definitely going to lose that. They can lose money. It could be so destabilizing. They're going to lose their homes. Do you understand what I'm saying? They've lost themselves. They are lost. Their moral compass is broken. It's cleanup time. 3. Aries. 53. Map. So this could be online. It could be all over the world. People from different parts of the world. Exploration. Find your way. Locate. Unknown destination. New territory. Lay of the land. Plan. Prepare. Chart a course. Read the signs. Figure it out. Directions. A new perspective. Yep, they're in avoidance here. They're thinking nobody can see them. 32. Oh, people see them. Okay. Much more importantly, God sees them. Ostrich trap. 2. Libra. And you could be any of these signs, or whomever you're dealing with is of this signs, or you're taking on these energies, or this happened during these certain months. Just, it is what it is, right? So ostrich trap, avoidance, close-mindedness, refusing to face reality, evade, feeling threatened, fake out, inhibit, fear-based thinking, steering clear, run for cover, just a conspiracy theory. 8, and we have Pisces yet again, 28. 8 is the number of karma. Old car, weary, retired, exhaustion, bone tired, knees restoration, overdue. Oh, overdue bills, I just heard. Old habits die hard. They didn't want to give up. They didn't want to stop this unending money, but it's not theirs, right? Enduring the good old days, family patterns. So maybe they learned this thievery, this defrauding from their parents. I don't know, back in time, stuck in the past, and nostalgia. If you have a yes or no question, the answer is yes. 1. 81. 1. Back to self. 1 is you are number 1 in your life. The answer is yes. The situation or event is right on track at this time. And 7. 17. So you're divinely protected and guided. This is divine intervention. You're in your north node. You have nothing to worry about, baby. Fairy tale. Believe the impossible. You are a bridge. You have a connection with source. Okay, it's like the pontiff, a pope. That's the name of a pope is pontiff. They are the bridge between God and the people, supposedly, right? That's like you. Anybody that has a connection with God is basically viewed as a pontiff. You have one leg in one world and another leg in the other. Fairy tale, believe the impossible, daydreams, romantic ending, universal archetypes, hopeful, magic, unicorns. They could have been using magic against you or accused you of being doing magic. You don't need to do magic. You are magic. Unicorns and rainbows. People didn't believe this bullshit. Yeah, it's bullshit. Yeah. Yeah, okay. It's true, though. Aspire, happily ever after, fanciful stories we tell. So people were talking a lot of stories about you. People didn't take you serious. Now they're taking you seriously. If other people are stealing from you, there's something good. You've got something here, okay, that other people don't have. Maybe you were so unsure of yourself at one point. Rest assured that if people are stealing from you, you know you got something. You know that you don't even doubt yourself any longer. You have no reason to doubt. Okay, where's the other decks? Am I blind? Sorry, I'm looking for my tea leaves. Okay, they were hidden. Sorry. So if you were doubting because things aren't working the way you thought they were going to work, you know God. Well, obviously you do know God, but He works in mysterious ways. He shall kill many birds with one stone. Reach many people as He can with one vessel. Do you understand? And since you are the vessel, yes, you're helping everyday people, but you're also going to be helping these people that are not so nice to do better. Teaching them a lesson. Throne, there you go, position of authority. I can't make this up. I'm going to leave that there. Yeah, that's all we need to know. They picked on you. They picked on the wrong one. They stole from you. They stole the wrong one. They wanted your position. Ain't going to happen. God appointed you, not them. Who knows? Maybe they got appointed, but they went the wrong way. They lost their position. If they're stealing, if you're a thief and you're stealing ideas, you're not giving credit where credit is due. You're stealing money. You're flagging or shadow banning or doing magic against other people to gain. Yeah. You might as well kiss that goodbye if you had a connection with Source at one point. I wouldn't want to lose my connection with God for anything or anybody. You can offer me $1 billion right now. No way. God is, no. Because what's much more important is that connection with God and what happens after this world. These people don't think that because they have no impulse control. They want what they want when they want it. I want to be able to buy this, that, and the other thing and show it off in front of my friends because that's important to them. Showing off. Right? Living beyond their means and laughing at other people because inside they are small people. They don't want to heal. So let them not heal. Let them do what they do and let them feel the full force of God's boot up their ass. It is what it is. Congratulations. I love you. And until next time, take care.